Good day, sir. For today's video, sir, we're going to discuss the task that you asked to our group, which is the PM2 into course management. I I am Mac Raven, and these are my members: uh, Normel Sidaugan, Katrina Tuling, and Itamay Silago, Randy B. Imano, and Daniel Legombres. And we are the Somay Rice Group. Let's proceed to our our next presenter. Proceed.
Before you proceed, Miss Rika, may I may I present the share screen.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead na, Miss Rika.
Good day, sir. I'm Rika Mititilago. So, sir, in the first frame, we put some J labels and put some text like motto and etc. And also, we add a one J button, and its function is to proceed to the second frame, and also the first frame will be disposed. So in short, when the J button is clicked, it will proceed the second frame and automatically dispose the first frame. Next.
Hi sir, I'm Katrina Itoling, and in the second frame, we add the 5 GTX field and G button. Now, when the programs run, let's say that there are already data input in the text field, and then you click the add button, which is the G button. It will retrieve the data from the 5 text field and update it to the G table, which is located on the third frame. But when you click the add button without filling all the required text field, it will show a message that say please fill in all the required fields, and it will not proceed to update the table.
Go.
Now, now here in the link, now
Now here in the G table, we add 4 buttons. When the buttons G button 1, button 1, it is the subtotal. By the way, is click. It retrieves the table model default table model from G table 1 and determines the index of the currently selected row, and then it check if rows is selected. If selected row is not equal, it means a row is selected. Now if a row is selected, it retrieve values from the selected by multiplying the quantity and price. After the value in the sixth column using zero-based indexing. But if no row is selected, then you click the G button 1, it displays a message using clicking G option pane to inform the user that they need to select a row to calculate the subtotal. This code allows the user to select a row in table G table 1. Table 1 is calculates and no rows is selected. It provides a message indicating that a row needs to be selected for the calculation. Next.
Okay, good day sir. I'm Normal Tidaugan. And for the second button, which is the total cost, here the total cost, um, the function of the second G button, which is the total cost, when the total cost button or the G button 2 is clicked, the calculate total cost method retrieves the table model from JTable 1 and calculates the total cost of summing up values in the sixth column, which is this column here, which when all the total when each of the rows already had their totals here. This the data that will be appear here will be the one that's going to be um, adding. The calculated total cost is then set as the text for J labels, which is here these two J labels, which is 6 and 7. So what will happen is when the total cost is clicked, the total amount will automatically be minus to the project budget, and it will appear here in the two J labels. So in the remaining budget, set as the text of J label, use message, various option messages are used to inform that user about the different scenarios, such as like the invalid project budget and the successful calculation or exceeding the budget. So this code is likely part of the larger application where users can input project budget details into a table. In this button, click action calculator calculates and displays the total cost and remaining balance. Please next. Atay gilibangan magagiti akong ulo no. Gitian akong ulo.
Okay. Um, I am Makridin Roa, and I am going to discuss the two remaining buttons. Uh, Hermel, would you please share the screen or share the NetBeans? There. As you can see, there are two buttons left that haven't discussed yet, which is the delete and back. Uh, the function of these two the function of the delete button is if whatever the data is being clicked in the table and and whatever the data being clicked in the table and then you click the button delete, it will automatically delete it. But if you haven't clicked the data in the table, uh, it, it won't work. Let's proceed to the back button, and the back button is just like in the first frame. It will uh, it will uh, dadalhin ka niya sa ano, dadalhin ka niya doon sa second frame, and it will and then we're going to, if you want to create a new project, just simply click the back button. Okay. May next pa ba?
So first, I'm going to run it. And it takes time. I don't know what happened, but it takes time to load. Okay. Okay, here. Now it runs. Just like Miss Rika says, in our first frame, there's a proceed button that when it's going to be clicked, it will proceed to second button, and also that also this frame, this first frame will automatically be disposed after proceeding to the second frame. So here, so see, the first frame is been disposed automatically. So just to save save space for the screen. Now let's say we have a client and his project is going to be a house, and his project budget is going to be 250K or 250,000. And let's say the materials needed is wood with a quantity of at least 200 pieces, and a price of let's say 50 per piece. Then let's going to add it in the uh, to the third frame, which is the J table is located. So as you can see, sir, successfully added. When you click it, the table will appear. So I'm just going to place it here. Then let's add another materials. Let's say cement, quantity of at least 100 sack, a price of let's say 250, and add. Okay. I think this is good enough for just an example. So now, in the third frame, which is where the J table is located, when I click a row and then click subtotal, it will generate the product, the total of this row. So what will happen, sir, is quantity is going to multiply to the price. So it's 200 times 50. Then the total will appear here in the space provided. So I'm just going to click the subtotal, and as you can see, sir, the total has appeared in the total space. Now, if I don't click, no, I have already clicked naman. So here I'm just going to get the subtotal too, and then here you go. Now, when I'm going to click the total cost, what will happen is that um, the system, when I click the total cost, the system will automatically collect all the data that has been generated here in total, and add them to create the total cost. And then it will appear here with the red zero. The total cost will appear here, and the remaining balance will appear here below the total cost. Now let's see if it works. Okay, no. Total cost and remaining balance calculated successfully. Now, the total cost is 35,000 pesos. Now, the remaining balance is 215,000 pesos. Just to make sure if it is right, let's calculate it with my calculator in the laptop. So, it's 10,000 plus 25,000 and then equals, it's 35,000. 35,000 no, 250,000 minus 35,000. So the answer will be yes. So the answer in the table is accurate. It's 215,000 remaining balance. Now let's say, what if the client don't need a wood, since they will be all using steels. Now we can delete it. We can delete the wood material in the table. So by deleting it, just click the row what you want to delete, then click delete button, and it will disappear. Now when I click total cost again, it will regenerate. It will regenerate and it turns to 25,000 na lang. So the remaining balance would be 225,000. Now what if, sir, let's say, what if we have another client? So this is a first client who wants to build a house. Now what if we have another client? So by doing that, we can just click the back button to open a new second J-frame for another client. So by clicking it, this will appear. Okay. Now, here we can create another project. Let's say a store with a project budget with about 50,000. And the materials needed, let's say a roof, a quantity of, let's say 20 pieces, a price of 300 pesos. Add. Okay, I'm just going to place this table here. And I'm going to add another material, let's say plywood, a quantity of let's say 20, a price of 250. Add another material, let's say cement, a quantity of at least 30 bags times 250. Add. So it also passes, when I click the add button, it also opens another third frame which has a J-table also. So when it doesn't make errors, sir. So it also function as what the first project I ran. It has also the same function. So when I click a row and click subtotal, it will calculate it. It will calculate all the per row when I click subtotal. Now when I click total cost, it also has the same function. It will retrieve all the data input in the total space provided, then it will add it all and also minuses to the project budget, which is located in the second column. So as you can see, sir, so the total cost is 18,500 and the remaining balance is 31,500. So if there are lots of let's say we have really lots of client, I can just click back again and again and again. It will generate another frames unlimited, infinite, kumbaga sir, infinite talaga siya. Dahil mag-open siya hanggang sa maglag na lang talaga yung hanggang maglalag na lang yung yung PC mo. So I think that's all, sir. Um, we hope we comply to your we comply to your expectations, sir. So I think that's all, guys. So thank you everyone for your cooperation tonight, and thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir.
Merry
Bye.
Christmas.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.